This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, this is Mike with the National Weather Service in Jackson, Mississippi with a weekly weather briefing for this January 29th, 2026. We'll be talking about how a strong cold front Friday night will bring much cooler temperatures and gusty winds in its wake. And our next best chance for rain will be next Tuesday. For today, we're still under the influence of high pressure. However, there's a low pressure center just to our northwest that'll be tracking southeast through the next 24 hours. By Friday morning, it's expected to be down along the Gulf Coast, Mississippi Gulf Coast. And at this time, we're not expecting any measurable precipitation with that. However, on the backside of this low, some of the precipitation before it ends may transition into snow flurries. Again, it'll be below freezing, so anything frozen would accumulate, but we're not expecting any appreciable accumulations with this. As we get into Friday and Friday night, we'll have a reinforcing Arctic cold front drop in across Mississippi and the region. This Arctic cold front will bring in much cooler and drier air along with gusty winds. This will set up the stage for dangerous cold conditions across our region again. This graphic, talking about the dangerous cold that's expected, is basically during that period Friday night through Saturday. In the red, the significant area, wind chills below 5 degrees are likely, and sub-zero wind chills are possible. Lows below 15 degrees, and then highs again on Saturday, only reaching 32 degrees or less. In our southeast, the wind chills will fall below 10 degrees, likely in that 5 to 10 degree range. The lows will be around 20 degrees, and the highs will be near freezing again on Saturday. Frostbite will be possible within 30 minutes or less. Hypothermia is also likely with prolonged exposure to this type of cold, and there could be damage to exposed pipes, and water main breaks will be possible as well. One thing to mention is we'll have an extreme cold warning, at least in the red area, and possibly all the way for the whole county warning area issued later today. Sunday will be cold, but not as cold, and most likely the whole area will be under a cold weather advisory. And that is for Sunday morning. This is a graphic depicting the gusty winds that we're expecting in the wake of this Arctic cold front. Sustained winds of 20 to 25 miles per hour with gusts of 35 to 40 will be possible. And again, the time frame is Friday night through Saturday. With these type of winds, high-profile vehicles may become unsteady with the gusts, and winds may cause weak trees and tree limbs to break and fall. We're looking for dry weather pretty much through the period until Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon, there'll be a chance for rain starting in the far northwest. But our best chance for measurable rainfall will begin Tuesday night along and ahead of another cold front that'll be making its way through the region. Once the rain begins across the whole area on Tuesday night, it's expected to continue through Wednesday night. At this time, we're not expecting any wintry type precipitation with this event, but it's still being monitored and it's still several days away, so the forecast could change. When it's all said and done for the next week, most of the precipitation on this graphic is for that Tuesday night through Wednesday night event, and it shows on average basically between 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a quarter, mainly across the western half of our county warning area. This type of rainfall with these amounts aren't expected to make the rivers rise back into minor flood or create any runoff issues, so we're not anticipating any flash flood watches or warnings at this time. Here's a few selected cities the max and min temperatures for the week, and the chances of precipitation. And as you can see, looking at the light blue and blue, the coldest period is going to be in that Saturday and Sunday time frame. And looking at the precipitation graphic, most of the precipitation starts on Tuesday afternoon and continues into Thursday morning. To summarize what I just talked about, we talked about a strong cold front coming through Friday night that'll bring much colder temperatures along with strong gusty winds in its wake. This will lead to an extreme cold warning that'll be issued for the whole area pretty much on Saturday morning, Friday night into Saturday morning. A cold weather advisory will also be needed pretty much area wide for that Saturday night into Sunday morning. And our next best chance for rain is Tuesday night, and it looks to continue all the way through Wednesday night and perhaps even into Thursday morning. That concludes this week's multimedia weather briefing. And as always, thanks for viewing. The next regularly scheduled multimedia weather briefing will be next Thursday, February 5th.